Today, we're gonna be talking about the top 3 worst ingredients that the majority of people eat on a daily basis. Plus, stick around till the end while I'm gonna give you guys some healthy alternatives to these top 3 worst ingredients. We as believers, we are called to live healthy lives. What do I mean by this? 1 Corinthians 6:19 through 20, it says this. Do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom you have from God? You are not your own, for you are bought with a price. So glorify God in your body. In that same book, Paul talks about this. He says this in 1 Corinthians 10:31. So whether you eat or drink, whatever you do all to the glory of God. We as believers, we're called to not just be spiritually healthy, but physically healthy as well. Yes, being spiritually healthy is number one. That needs to be number one in our life, but we're also called to be physically healthy as well. So many people in the church today, we don't emphasize this enough. We only focus on the spiritual and we don't focus on the physical as well. Number 1 is vegetable and seed oils. These include canola oil, soybean, corn oil, and guess what? Everything, breads, fast food, even fries, like French fries, have vegetable oil in it. Common food items that have this in it are store-bought salad dressings, margarine and butter substitutes, packaged snacks, so chips, crackers, all that kind of stuff, cookies, processed frozen meals, mayonnaise, condiments, fast food and fried foods, non-dairy coffee creamers. We're gonna watch a video super quick, and I can't show the whole thing because of copyright issues, but I just wanna show you guys really quick. This is the process when it comes to vegetable oil. Like, if you just look at that right there, that is seed oils right there. That's the process of actually making seed oil. Why is this so bad for us? The way it's processed, and there's a lot of studies out there that show this too, but the process of making the seed oil is so bad for us. It's linked, common links to chronic inflammation, heart disease, obesity, metabolic disorders. This is in a lot of the food that we consume on a daily basis. But there are healthy alternatives to this that I will share at the end of this video. Number 2, refined sugar. This is stuff like high fructose corn syrup, the white sugar, little white cubes that you see. I know when I was little, I would eat those white cubes all the time. Refined sugar is in so much stuff, guys. It's in bread. It's even in ketchup. It's in yogurts. It's in sodas, sugary drinks, ketchup, barbecue sauce, sweet condiments, packaged breads and pastries, ice cream, of course. It's an ice cream, you know, processed peanut butter and jams. So think about this. When you're gonna make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, there is sugar in the bread, there's sugar in the peanut butter, and there's sugar in the jelly. You're literally making a sugary sandwich for you or your kid or whatever. So just next time you make that, just remember there's a lot of sugar that goes into that. Why is sugar bad for us? Well, sugar is linked to things like type 2 diabetes, obesity, liver disease, increased risk of heart disease. But we as a society, we consume way too much of it. It's in sugar. There's like 39 grams of sugar in a can of Coke, which is just terrible. Number 3, artificial additives and preservatives. Things like MSG, sodium nitrate, artificial sweeteners. Common items that have this are instant noodles and seasoning packets, processed meats, hot dogs, bacon, deli meats, prepackaged frozen meals, artificially flavored chips and snack foods, sugar-free gum, diet sodas, flavored coffee creamers, and yes, even some protein bars and meal replacements have this as well. Why is this so bad for us? Well, it's connected to digestive issues. It's connected to our gut. So studies have showed that it disrupts our gut microbiome. It's possible links to cancer, things like red dye number 5, red dye 40, the different color dyes, all that stuff. It's so bad for our health. But it's in almost everything that we consume. Everything that's pre-packaged has additives in it. To kick things off with number 1, what are some healthy alternatives to vegetable oil and seed oils? Things like extra virgin olive oil. This is best for like low heat cooking and dressings. Mix that with some balsamic for like a really healthy alternative for like salad dressings. Avocado oil, it's great for high heat cooking if you want to deep fry stuff. Coconut oil, it's good for baking and frying. And even grass-fed butter and ghee is extremely healthy for us instead of vegetable oil. I know my mom, she loves to use beef tallow for grilling stuff in. I don't personally like it. It smells kind of weird, but that's also a great alternative as well. What about refined sugar? What are some good alternatives to that? Things like raw honey. Raw honey is so good for us. It's rich in antioxidants and minerals. Pure maple syrup, it's natural and unprocessed instead of the processed maple syrup for pancakes and waffles and stuff like that. Date syrup, it's great for baking and sweetening. Coconut sugar, stevia, and monk fruit sweetener. These are a little bit more natural sweeteners instead of refined sugar and high fructose corn syrup. And last but not least, artificial sweetener. What's a good replacement of that? Using sea salt and Himalayan salt instead of MSG for flavor enhancement. Choose organic or nitrate-free meats. What does this mean? Grass-fed beef, pasture-raised poultry. Having meat from animals that were more naturally raised, grass-fed beef, pasture-raised, because the majority of food and meats that we consume, the things that they're eating are not good. And so the animals eat that really bad stuff, pellets and things like that. They gain weight from it, and then we eat that meat, and that meat is not healthy. So eating things like grass-fed beef, pasture-raised poultry, even getting eggs from chickens, free-range chickens. A picture of a normal egg yolk, it's like a light yellowy look to it, and then like an organic pasture-raised yolk. It's like rich in nutrients, it's rich in protein. So much better for us. Consuming this, we should be consuming this. Other options, so for whole food, unprocessed packed snacks like nuts, seeds, homemade granola, and drink herbal teas. Yerba mate. I love yerba mate. It's so much better for us than other energy drinks. Flavored sparkling water, fresh mint infused water instead of diet sodas. Lastly but not least, an app that I want to recommend to you guys. It's called Yuka, Y-U-K-A. And you can download it on your phone, and when you go to the store, it's a great app to use to check the ingredients in the thing that you're about to buy. It gives it 1 out of 100 of whether or not it's good for you. It lists the additives, sugar, if there's any oils in it. Really good app. I highly encourage for anyone who's wanting to actually eat more healthy. No, I'm not being sponsored. This app's not sponsoring me. You can buy a 1-year subscription for like $10. Totally worth it. Highly recommend it to you guys. We have to be aware of what we look at, right? Be aware of what we see, what we expose ourselves to. We have to be aware of what we listen to. What's the music we're listening to? All that stuff. And we have to be aware of what we consume physically as well.